like I did have a counselor. They counseled me at the Planned Parenthood that I went to, but they were very pro-choice.
Right.
So they were telling me how babies are really expensive, you know, that this is going to be really, really hard. Are you sure you want to do this? Let me show you how much it costs to put kids in daycare for a whole year. They had pamphlets of like pricing and stuff like that. And so that even, and that was the same day as the procedures. You had to like do it that day. You schedule the appointment and then you go in with someone who can drive you home. And then, you know, you get the procedure done, but it's all the same day. And they don't let you look at the sonogram or anything. It's all like, you just go in and it's like you're committed. Once you walk through those doors, you're committed. They're like guiding you to do it, you know, with every little step of the way. It's like, okay, it's like a funnel, you know, it's really hard to get out of that. But I would say a Christian counselor would help a lot. In the messages, I said, I know I'm killing a baby. I know I'm killing my baby, but I don't want it to live in this circumstance. I felt like I would be hurting it more by bringing it into this world right now than if it just didn't exist.
And so,
but that's the lie.
Right.
Because,
I was going to ask, like, how's your perspective changed now?
Yeah, because they do exist. And the thing that got me to understanding just the magnitude of, wow, they do exist, was having my first child. Because seeing her come out and be an actual live human being and moving, breathing, blinking, it was something that touched me in a way that nobody could tell me. Nobody could explain that feeling to me. And I've had a few people tell me that they didn't fully really understand what they did until they gave birth to their first child. You know, there's people that if you say, can you visualize an apple, they can actually visualize an apple. My mind is blank. I don't see even round anything. Nothing. No color. It's just completely black. So when someone says to me, don't you realize that this is a baby? Like, I cannot visualize that, you know? But when it happens in real life and I see that baby coming out of me and it is moving and I'm like, oh crap, I know what I did. I know what I did.
So that must have
so
been
I
a really
beat myself up so much.
That must have been a bittersweet moment. Yeah. Can we talk about the recovery process and the healing process for you, and what did that look like?
Well, I was depressed for a long time, and I didn't acknowledge it for a long time. It took a lot of conversations with my husband. I think so, because my ex really, really wanted those babies, and I chose to take their life. It made it harder for me because I knew how upset he was about it. So not only did it affect the two kids, I know that I hurt this man deeply because I can tell a distinct time in his life where things got worse. And that was it. So I blame myself for that too, you know. So healing that was also hard for me.
Sure.
And I felt like I needed to like reach out to him and apologize, you know. But he was in prison, so I couldn't speak to him. And I just realized my forgiveness comes from God. And I know it sounds so cliche.
Oh.
But through asking him for forgiveness, because God can also speak to my ex, he can somehow forgive me too. I think I leaned more on God and begging him for the forgiveness and just deepening my faith that way, and getting closer with him and trying to use his same grace and love on me, on myself. when my husband and I first got married, we did go to therapy for about a year because we actually were very rocky. We were about like this close to getting a divorce, very close. Because with everything going on, you know, we only knew each other for a couple of months, and then we moved into a new house, and then I was pregnant, and then I switched jobs. He switched jobs. Like a lot of change. Like if you speak to any therapist, they'll tell you that even switching a job is a huge adjustment and change, sure, and a lot of stress. But then like all of it together and then dealing with that, and so it was like an explosion. It was a lot. So yes, actually, okay, we did go through counseling, and we did a lot of therapy together, so that helped too.